in Tokyo. We're actually here for the next 2 weeks, which I'm so excited about, but this isn't actually the first time we have been in Tokyo on this trip. We actually started our trip in Tokyo and then we kind of went around to Kyoto and Hakone, and now we're back in Tokyo for the remainder of our trip before we go home. I'm kind of editing these vlogs in a weird kind of way. The timelines don't really line up, but I thought it would make more sense to have each location in one video, I guess. So the Kyoto vlog should already be up and ready for you. We did some really fun things in Kyoto. We went to Uji, the place where matcha originated, and we went to Nara to see the deer, which was so much fun. Now we're back in Tokyo. Like I said, we're here for the next 2 weeks, which I love being in one place for an extended amount of time, just because you can really, first of all, take things slow. You don't have to rush things, spending a lot of time in one city and just really getting to know the place. So yeah, that's why we're spending so long in Tokyo. We did, like I mentioned, start off our trip in Tokyo, so we did spend a couple of days in Tokyo when we first landed in Japan. So I will take you back to that. We will rewind and go back to those clips because we did some really fun things in the first couple of days as well. We are in Tokyo. It's our first full day here, but we arrived yesterday morning and we were so tired. We couldn't check until 3. So we literally just went to a love hotel just to have a shower and sleep because we'd had over 24 hours of traveling and we're just so tired. But we did do a 7-Eleven trip, which of course we needed to. And I also did manage to go to Don Quixote, which is very important. And I did get a whole bunch of stuff. We just had a Japanese breakfast delivered to our hotel room as well, and we were just eating that. So it's been a pretty chill start to our holiday, but we've got some nice things planned and I'm really excited to take you along. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready and I will talk to you guys in a bit. So we started off our trip with a bunch of cute workshops. I love finding little crafty workshops to do. Obviously, you know, I'm a crafty girly, so I love doing little crafts when I'm traveling. It's not only just a really fun thing, but you also get the coolest souvenir to take home. We started off at Glanta where we made one-of-a-kind customized rings. This was so much fun. It was so hands-on, but they showed us every single thing and we came home with really cute rings. We had them engraved to commemorate our trip and I absolutely loved this experience. Itadakimasu. The next workshop we went to was Anne Fragrance. This was probably my favorite one of the trip just because of how customizable it was. You do have to make an appointment with this one. I recommend doing that through their website. But essentially, you're making your very own fragrance. They have 36 scents for you to smell and you pick out your favorite notes, and they really work with you to customize and make this fragrance exactly what you want. They do different percentages of each of the notes. You customize the color of the liquids. You even come up with a name for your fragrance, which I just thought is so cool. I ended up getting them to write my name in Japanese and that's what I called my fragrance, but I ended up making a super sweet hot chocolate smelling scent, which is just my favorite thing. I'm absolutely obsessed with this and I recommend this to absolutely everyone. This one wasn't too expensive either. It was about 60 Australian dollars, which I think is so worth it for what you get. This was just so much fun. I highly recommend you book this in. And then the last workshop we did was a jeans customizing workshop with Betty Smith. This one was also super fun. It doesn't take too long and they have beautiful Japanese denim selvage jeans, which are such great quality. I ended up going with a denim skirt, which I loved, and they had Hello Kitty little rivets and badges, so I ended up going with that obviously, and I just love these activities. It was so good. We were just on Takashita Street and I got one of these strawberry little candies. I had to come out and find a place where I could talk to you and try this because it's absolutely crazy on Takashita Street right now. So let's try this. Oh.
That is straight just strawberry and sugar. It's literally sugar-coated strawberries. That is so good. We're exploring Takashita Street. We're going to go around Shibuya, Harajuku area today, doing a bit of solo tripping today, which is exciting. There's a bunch of shops that I want to go to. There's a yarn store I want to go to as well in Shibuya, so I'm going to finish eating this now. Other than that, I ended up going around shopping and finding these adorable boots. We also found some Sunny Angels, and then I hit up my first yarn store of the trip. This was Amamono Spin in Shibuya, and this was such a cute little store. They had their own kind of branded yarn, which was all so beautiful. I think I was a little bit overwhelmed in the store. There were so many people there in such a small space. They also have a beautiful cafe that's attached to the store, but I kind of just stayed in the shop part of it. This was so cute though, and I loved coming here, and they had so many beautiful notions, and it was such good cozy vibes in here, so I highly recommend. And we had probably one of my favorite meals of the trip still is this yakiniku. I just love a yakiniku. It was so good. Japan has obviously some of the highest quality meat, so this was absolutely delicious. Now you're all caught up to date. We are in Tokyo. We're going to have a Akihabara day today. I think we're going to go and have a gander around shops and stuff there. I do believe there's Sunny Angels there too that I can find. So yeah, we're just going to take you around. We've got so much fun stuff lined up for these next 2 weeks. We've got Disney Sea coming up, which I am like Disneyland, Disney Sea, my favorite place in the whole world. We've got a lot of yarn stores to go to, which I'm really excited about. There were 2 really great yarn stores in Kyoto as well, which I show you in the vlog. And I think after I'm back home, I'll be doing a yarn haul and just all of the yarn stores that I went to in Japan. But a lot of them are in Tokyo that I want to go to. So there's still a lot of yarn stores to go to. I've been knitting whilst I've been here. I should show you my project. 1 second. This is my little project bag. The main project that I've been knitting on this trip. I started it on the plane, and I've actually not done quite as much as I kind of thought I would, but obviously I'm traveling, I'm on holiday, I'm not really knitting all day, every day. But here it is. We are knitting the Olga sweater by Petite Knit, and in these beautiful magenta and light pink colors. I'm worried I knit too big of a size. I'm knitting the size large, and it does look really large, but I do love an oversized sweater. We're using this beautiful yarn from Hobbies. I've talked about it before. I finished the back yoke, finished the German short rows, and done the kind of left and right shoulders, and now we're working on the front yoke to then connect all and work in the rounds. I think I'm working a lot slower on this because it is working like knitting and purling, like working flat. I'm way faster when I can work just in raglan, just like in the round. So can't wait to finish the front yoke and then just whiz through the rest of it. But that is the project I'm predominantly working on. Like I said, Kyoto had some amazing yarn stores, and so I did pick up some of this yarn, which is stunning. I took the label off that, so I don't know the brand, but I did knit this scrunchie from it. I literally had such the urge to knit scrunchies, so I bought a pack of just like these hair ties from 7-Eleven, and I knit this scrunchie. The yarn comes out so beautifully, like look at those colors. So that is one project I have done here. I did buy a sweater amount of yarn on this trip already, and so I have knit a little gauge swatch of those. I want to make a striped sweater with these colors. So yeah, that is all the knitting I've done on this trip, and there's more knitting to come, more yarn to come, more yarn stores, a lot of good food, a lot of good shopping. I've been yapping for so long, so yeah, let's go to Akihabara. Had a little rest at the hotel, and now we're going to 7-Eleven to get some dinner. Okay, we're back. I'll show you everything we got. We've been actually eating at the conveni quite a lot on this trip, but we love getting the udon. And then the trick is you put in one of the soft boiled eggs to put in the udon. This is my favorite ice cream of all time. Egg onigiri. I couldn't even count how many we've eaten on this trip. Same with tuna mayo. I got this to try for breakfast tomorrow. I don't really know. It just looked good. Apples to be healthy. I also got the 7-Eleven smoothie, but you're currently on the smoothie, so I can't show it to you. But that is our haul. I'm gonna eat dinner now. Goodbye. We found a flying tiger. Now this was a day of a lot of vintage bag shopping. I had a whole bunch that I had saved that were located in Shibuya, and this is something that I knew I wanted to kind of save up for and splurge on my Japan trip. Japan is known to have really strict laws when it comes to counterfeit items, so you just know that every single bag you see here are real, but also kept in the most pristine condition. So you'll never find vintage bags that are not only so clean but also such a great deal. Most of the stores we did go to today though, I did find were quite overpriced, but they had an amazing stock of bags, an amazing variety of all different collections, all amazingly unique bags. I was just in awe. I love looking at designer bags. It's an art form in itself, and I had so much fun this day. Even though we did not buy anything, it was still cool to just walk around and check out the Shibuya area. Meeting up with a friend. It is a sunny but very cold day. It's about 6 degrees right now, and yeah, I'm about to go to the National Museum of Western Art to see some beautiful artwork. We all know I love a museum. Meeting up with a friend. We've been mutuals on social media for a while. We're both from Australia. She actually moved to Japan, which is amazing. And yeah, we're meeting for the first time, which is crazy. So excited. Her name is also Cassie, which is cool. Whilst I was in Japan, they actually had a Monet exhibit at the National Museum of Western Art. If you follow this channel, you know how I feel about Monet, you know how I feel about anything Parisian, French inspired. So of course we had to check out this museum. It was perfect to check it out with my friend Cassie. It was so nice to meet her for the first time and check out beautiful art. We also ended up finding a cute little restaurant nearby and having some lunch and just yapping and talking and getting to know one another. We found out we were so similar, so it was so nice. And then we actually ended up at the Hello Kitty Museum. This was such a funny kind of day. Just the duality of the different exhibitions was just so good. This exhibition was to celebrate Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary, and it was actually really cool. They had so many vintage items. It's so cool to see the history of Hello Kitty and just how much this little cat has done. All the collaborations, all of the collections, everything. She's just inspired so much, and so this was just a really cool thing to see. It was also in this beautiful European inspired building that I just loved. And not only that, they collaborated with a bunch of different artists as well on some Hello Kitty inspired artwork. This was probably my favorite part of the exhibition, and yeah, this was just a really fun day. We ended the day with some delicious udon. I've been eating so much udon this trip. It's been so cold and it's just the perfect food, and this was a great bowl of udon. We just yapped and talked for so long after this. I absolutely love meeting internet friends. It's something I've only just started doing on my past couple of trips, and it's just so nice to meet someone that you've just been seeing on the screen for so long and seeing them in real life and being able to connect with them in a whole different way. Thank you so much for the best day, Cassie. I absolutely loved this day. Shimokudazawa was another really fun day. We started off with another yarn store called Puppy Yarn. This one had a lot of different European brands, had a lot of Lang yarn, which were absolutely beautiful, but it was quite pricey in this store, and I felt like I didn't really find anything that I would want to buy, but it was so nice to be able to just browse through the store. We ended up going thrifting today. It was such a cool area and they had so many cool thrift stores. I did buy a few vests and it was just so much fun. Shimokudazawa is such a cool little trendy area. I loved the vibes here. There was this retro kind of stationery, kind of everything game store that we went to. It was so cool. We just had a chill little thrifting, shopping, exploring time here. It's a crazy day here at Sensoji Temple, but I just got my fortune. I got the highest excellent fortune. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to translate what's on here, but there is a little part in English here that just tells me you should keep a public and right way without selfishness, adapting all correct means. Never mind misunderstand and blame of others if you have done your best to them, even if result doesn't come out well. Just like the pine tree and camellia always green, never change your mind, keeping true sincerity. Then you can get abundant fortune and happiness in coming future. That is so good. I'm so happy. The Snuggly Duckling. I'm going to taste test my burger. I have a cheeseburger. It looks interesting. What is this? I think I'm confused. Pretty good. I got the Rapunzel's milk tea. It's so pretty. It's got sparkles. Mix that up. Oh, there's jelly! Oh my god! That's really good. Yum! Cheers! Disney Sea in Tokyo is just one of my favorite places in the whole world. It's where I have one of my best childhood memories, and I'm just such a Disney lover. I will always go to a Disney theme park whenever I'm near one. It just brings me so much happiness. And of course, with the opening of the new Fantasy Springs area, I had to check it out. It was so magical, you guys. I cannot believe how much effort and how much detail was in this. It just made me so happy. They've opened up this area to the public now, but you still need to get passes to go on the ride. So we were trying so hard to get them, and we ended up getting the Rapunzel ride, which I was so happy for because that's the one I wanted, but until then we just explored the theme park. Disney Sea is just so fun with all of the different areas, but I love the area that they made to look like Europe. It's just so cool and so beautiful. It really transports you there, and yeah, we just had the best day at Disney Sea. We ended the day at Disneyland, where we basically just got dinner because all of the rides there had such long lines, but it was still nice to be able to go to both parks and just see the castle. And yeah, I always have a great day at Disney, so this was absolutely perfect.